Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you something else about LEDs, LED lights. As you can see, here's a few types. Just firstly, here's a 12 volt one. This one was also damaged by lightning. Obviously, there's no electronics inside. It's only what they do. They divided 3 LEDs with a resistor, and then they all parallel them here. 3 with a resistor, 3 with a resistor, all over the place. And then it works on 12 volt. But if you go to, because there's like 3 volt, 4 volt over one LED. But if you go to the 220 volt versions, you get different types. You get, this is a downlighter. You see here, there's no electronics like this. There's no switching chip, LED driver chip over here. Then just put some light here. There's a, how this works, they normally give you out 48 volts, and then they divide the LEDs inside your in 2 batches, 48. But this one is, they call it a transformerless power supply. If they normally go with the capacitor, this one is like most of them is a 22 nanofarad, and then by the 220 they come in, they rectify it, and then they just a smoothing cap for the voltage after being rectified, and then there's a resistor for the current, and then some of them has a a Zener diode in just to block to the voltage doesn't go higher than certain voltage. But this one is just cheap and nasty. Just have a in out, they rectify it, you get a voltage drop over this capacitor, non-polarized. You normally get per 1 microfarad you can get about 1 amp out of them. And then obviously just the current limiting resistor for this voltage for to protect your LEDs. Now you can see here's also one. Here's the LEDs, and there's your circuit in the back, switching circuit. Same as this one. So all of them. See, that one is also blown. If you change that LED, it will work. Same with this. But now when I want to show you this one, I'm going to open here. Same story with this one. There was a LED faulty. You can see I swapped it with a 5mm red white LED. Then it's working again. Let's just open this for you quickly, so you can see what I'm talking about. If you go in here, if you look in the back, there's your capacitor. So it comes in, 22 nanos come in. There's a breach. You just rectify the AC to DC. And normally there's a 1 meg resistor over this capacitor, just to, if you charge it and you undo it and you touch it, it won't shock you. It dissipate or discharge the voltage over this cap, just for safety. And then there's your resistors, your current limiting resistor for then in line for your LEDs. So just cheap and nasty. This ones actually tend to last longer than this one I found. And then you can fix them. As I did. Now you change the LED, that one just clip in. There's no too much glue around and stuff, and it's working. I just want to show you quickly. If you want to test this LEDs, just for, how do you know when LED is faulty? You take a multimeter, then you put your multimeter on your diode scale. Let me just quickly take this off and show you here. You put it here by your diode, your dial, and then you just press. You see there's your, you're going to test the diode now. And then let's put this back here. Then if you put your probes over the LED, You'll see here, look. Put here. You can see there you test it. If you put your positive on the negative side of the LED, this is how you can test. You need to run all the LEDs through. And you'll find that one. Normally the one with the black inside is faulty. Then you just swap it. You break it off, desolder it, put a standard 5mm LED in there. Then you fix it. And then you can have a second life of your LED light. You clip it back, and you can use it again. This is just little holes. Look, they made holes there for some airflow, just to cool it down a little bit. Okay, this is just to show you some insight of the different types of drivers you get for LED circuits. As I said, this is a non cheap and nasty, no transformer power supply. But you can't, the thing with this, you can't drive a lot of current out of this. Then it's getting hot. So this is just for this is good enough for small LEDs like this. There's obviously as some more electronics, transformer, there's a switching circuit to lower the voltage. How interesting they make. Look at the LEDs, how they damage them. If you swap them, if you change them, the circuit will work obviously. So you can get a second life out of your LEDs. But they're so cheap nowadays. People just chuck them out and throw them in the dustbin. Okay, hope this was interesting. Until next time, cheers.